Okay, I've been working on this for a few now, and here's where I'm at. These knobs here, if you look inside, it's hard to see without a light on it, but all of this was just rusted solid, and there's a set of them on each side. These were just locked, so kind of took a little persuasion with a hammer. I had to pull them out, you know, tear them down a little bit and get them working again. But I now have these working. If you can see down there, all of these work. But there's another issue going on, and I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know these machines, and I don't know how they're supposed to play. So let me show you, and maybe someone can help me. Okay, if I act as if a coin goes in, here's what we get. Get a lot of flashing lights, and then she just keeps her running. Now, right back here is a unit, and I have no idea what it's doing and what it's wanting in order for it to make itself happy and stop running. Also, up here, we have these guys running, and they don't seem to be doing anything, even though there are contacts contacting. These others do engage as needed and turn, but you can't get a reset. That means the ball lock that stops the balls from falling through when in play, which is this sheet right here, is in the open position. The balls will just fall through. I'm going to tilt this to shut it off, and this will reset to the off or to the closed position. If I put another credit in it, it'll open back up. Get flashing lights, the whole 9 yards, but that's as far as we've gotten. So we're going to start cleaning contacts, but if anybody has an idea what this is, what's causing our problems, that would be really cool. So I've spent some time just kind of doing a quick cleanup on this. I still need to go back over. I'm actually going to pull all the pegs and do a really good cleaning on this. I'm not going to pull any of the nails. I don't want to have to put those back in. That's too much to do. But I'm going to pull all the pegs, scrub it up again real good. I just did a quick clean on it just to see how I was going to do through a real quick wax job on there. I'll clean everything back off again. But you know, it's not that bad. It's in pretty decent shape as far as the playfield goes. The back glass has some definite issues right here, but you know, other than that, it's not that bad. Don't know what it's worth. Probably not a whole lot, but you know, interesting machine and fun to work on. I'm having fun. Okay. It's been a couple days now, kind of been working on this a bit, and this has been a unique experience. Part of repairing this was, first of all, I had to understand how these games work, how they play, what they're all about. I'll get into that in a second. I want to just kind of point out an interesting thing on this cabinet here, which I personally find is about the ugliest thing ever. Pretty much everybody else agrees, but this lower section here is actually another pinball cabinet that they've taken and placed underneath it, and then they've changed out the original legs, I believe. I'm not really sure, but if you get, yeah, they've changed out the legs. If you get down here and look, there's actually a rail in there, and you can see that this is an old pinball machine because that's the rail that the playfield would sit on. So somebody went through a lot of effort to kind of give this a little bit older look. Pretty much probably killed the value of it as any sort of collectible. But, you know, it's a unique story. So, once again, you know, I had to learn how these machines work and how they play. I was concerned about the continuous motor running in the background. Well, that's supposed to be that way, and I didn't realize that. I think it's supposed to be controlling some lights, actually. Let me open this up and show you what I'm talking about here. When it gets going, I don't have the light, but there's these relays up here. This is rotating and these are bouncing around, and I think that these all control lights. That this section here controls the lighting. It seems to, anyhow. I don't have the schematics, so I'm kind of guessing here. And I believe that those are actually supposed to have some lights flashing up front when it's running. There's also another unit down here that runs and continually clicks and makes noises. I showed it in an earlier video. And I don't know why they have that there, but every other video of every other bingo machine I've seen does this. So, understanding the game. First had to understand how the game is played. This machine was designed really with one purpose only, and that was to take your money. And the way it is played is you came up to it and you put a credit in, and this is what happens. Okay. This ball isn't going to do anything because, well, it just needs to reset. Currently there's 92 credits on it, and in this game you were playing for credits. So assuming there were no credits there, you would walk up and you would put a coin in, and this is your payoff. If I get 3 balls in a row up here following these white lines, so horizontal, vertical, or diagonal through the center there, I can score. If I get 3 in a row, I get 4 credits. If I get 4 in a row, I get 16, and if I get all 5 in a row, I get 96. Now you could increase your payoff with this, as you see here, 8, 24, 100. I mean, these were different payoff values versus this. And the way that you got these was by adding more credits. So you come up to the machine and there's no coins in it, you drop one in, and here's where you start. Well, you want to increase your odds, so you're going to drop in another coin. And it's going to run through a little sequence, and look, you got something a little bit better. The odds never get worse. It just continues to get better up into a point, and then you don't really kind of get much. But it's totally random, so let's keep dropping credits in, and you'll see nothing happened on that really. Now some of the bulbs are still burned out. I might be missing a couple features, so keep adding credits. Let's get this to come up. We got a little red arrow on, so we're working our way up to being able to control the lines there, the magic lines. So I'm going to keep hitting this for a second. If we can't get the payoff up a little better. Come on. See, you'd be throwing nickels in this whole time. This is, every time I do this, that'd be a nickel going in. And you're going, come on baby, give me something good, give me something good. Come on, what do we got going here? Come on. It's being tight. Oh, there we go. Now look, now we have the super cards lit up. And we also have increased our payoff to 8, 24, and 100. I really kind of want to get one of the magic lines to light up so you can see how those work. So I'm going to keep hitting this in the hopes that we'll get one. We got another arrow there, so we're getting closer. Now, nothing was free on this game, boy. You wanted anything, you paid for it. So every time I do this, this would be you throwing a nickel in. We did get our payout up a little higher. Come on, I want to get a magic line. You could only use the magic lines when they were lit, and only for a limited amount of time. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to leave it at that. So we have the first 3 lines are going to be our magic lines. Again, I can keep throwing coins in and keep hoping that something's going to improve. Now, the other thing that we've got lit up is the center card corners score 200. So if I hit all 4 of these corners, I'm going to score 200 credits. And that's a nice fat score. So, you know, I'm going to take it the way it is, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot the ball. Another ball comes up, and the table resets to the closed position. Okay, I got an 8. Alright, I want to get at least 3 in a row. Now, here's the neat thing. Up until my 4th ball, I can adjust these first 3 lines here. 1, 2, 3. And you do that with these first 3 knobs here. I can get in there on it, you can see. So you can get 3, 4, or 5 lines adjustable. And now the one problem I'm still having is I can't get line 4 to move. So we're getting there though. So, you know, let's go ahead and shoot again. Ball's going to come down, go where it will. You know, 2. Now I can actually adjust that 2 to a higher position. So now I could potentially get 5 across there. Now, just to make sure that we do, so you can see how this plays, we're going to take the ball and we're going to go in number 4, which is right there. Contacts are a little iffy, so, and I've also got a bulb out there. It seems we're lit up there, but nothing there. So there's 4. It's flashing. Turn knobs now, because see, this is going to be our 4th ball. This is our last chance to adjust things. So pretty interesting. We're going to go ahead and fire our ball. Catch it. And let's go in number 15, which is right down here. Make sure it's lit up. It is. Fire again. I'm going to let this one just go where it will, because I want to show you another feature with this. Okay, there's a number 1. We've got at least 3 in a row, so we know that. But we're out of balls. There's no more balls coming up. We do have credits in this case. Once you've won, you've built up some credits. You can push this button right here, and you can spend credits to try and get extra balls. In order to get the extra balls, you have to light up each section completely. You see there's a certain randomness to it. You also hear the dog I'm about to go kill. Let me pause this.